Musikfesters. It is Wednesday, August 9th, and we are, of course, live under the bridge at Wells Fargo Festplatz. It's Camp SEN, and this is the preview show, kicking off a half hour before the official start of the day at noon here at Festplatz, of course. I'm John Lunger from Arts Quest, joined by my good friend Stacy Gable. Stacy, thanks so much for coming down tonight.
Thanks for having me, John.
Yeah, I mean, you're literally starting the festival off on Main Street today at noon, right?
I am. No, one
something. So the first hour,
the second act
up there.
Yeah.
But we really appreciate you coming down here and kicking off the preview show with us. You had a chance to perform at Lagerplatz yesterday.
I did. You stopped by.
I did.
It was nice to have you there.
I did, and you were very kind as I was sitting there just like wolfing down
you looked
food.
So lonely. I was like, I need to.
It was a blissful.
Invite you to my table.
It was a blissful moment of dining and air conditioning and your set, and it was awesome. But you've got today up on Main Street. It's a solo gig, right?
It's a solo gig, yeah. So if you're around, stop by.
Yeah, but the very exciting thing at the end of the festival, closing night, you're doing a full band show up there.
I am. I have my full band, and we're kicking off the evening with on Main Street. So I'm doing a new song this year. I just put out new music, so I get to do it solo today, and also right here for you.
Yeah.
And then bringing the band together for it. So I'm super excited about that.
Very, very cool. You are no stranger to Musikfest, not your first festival playing here. What's it like? What makes Musikfest crowds different than other shows?
Oh, it's just there's so much. I haven't even scratched the surface yet because I'm just running in and doing my show. But I love bumping into people. Like, I don't get to see other musicians a whole lot, like, while I'm playing throughout the year. So this is where we're all in a confined space together, and I can kind of jump in and see a friend really quick and hear some of their music and, bump into you and have you stop by my show. Like, that doesn't normally happen throughout the year. So this is really fun. And then, you get to have all the food, of course.
Yeah.
I have my little checklist of everything I want to eat
What's
while
on the
I'm
list
here.
for today? What are you doing today?
Aw Shucks Corn.
Nice.
I think the Hotel Bethlehem has a really good, ice cream, thing that I saw. They posted. So I'm probably going to swing by there. There's slushies. There's so much. The Take a Taco is right behind us. So, yeah.
That's a good list. That's a good list.
It's never ending. Yeah.
Well, before we get there, you mentioned you have a new song. You're going to play it for us now. Tell me about it.
Okay, so Great Escape came out of my travels, actually, because I've been touring a lot. Last year, I put out a song called Sunny Days, so I ended up being the balloon girl last year, and I was touring balloon festivals, which was really cool.
Very cool.
And then this year, I put out Great Escape, and the music video I have, if you go to YouTube, you'll see a video that I did in Florida. So I traveled down with a crew, and we shot a video down there, and that's my escape, is palm trees and beaches. So that's what it was written about. And now I'm continuing that tour through the summer here, and then I'm going to the UK in September to sing Great Escape. So I'm totally escaping this year.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
But I am from the Lehigh Valley, so I'll be back. Don't worry.
Good. Well, why don't I just turn it over to you? Let's check it out. This is Great Escape by Stacy Gable.
Thanks so much. You say we've got nowhere except drowning round again. Hey baby, don't go there, this is not the end. You say that it's time, we packed our bags and go. This time we'll keep driving till we find that place where we write our names in the sand, walk hand in hand, sunlight on your face. With the wind in my hair as it picks up our cares, blows them all away, and we'll stay in love forever. As we walk along together, let's make a great escape. Make a great escape. Ooh, it's so easy to burn out, living day to day. This flame, it's eternal, it won't fade away. We both need a break now to leave it all behind. This time we'll take time, get back to that place where we write our names in the sand, walk hand in hand, sunlight on your face. With the wind our cares, blows them all away. Blows them all away. And we'll stay in love forever as we walk along together. Place where we trace our names in the sand as we walk hand in hand. Feel the grains flow between our toes and the sun on your nose and the salt on your lips as we kiss. Your hands slip right round my hips and the love and the faith that it takes. Faith in the love to make this great escape. And we'll stay in love forever as we rock this world together. Make a great escape. Make a great escape.
Fantastic. Stacey Gable's new song, Great Escape. Stacey, that was awesome.
Thank you.
And I
Thank
can't
you so
help
much.
but notice the absolutely gorgeous Martin guitar you're
Of
playing.
course.
We've been
Check it
talking a
out.
lot about Martin this year because we're giving away 10 Martin guitars
Really?
as part of the festival this year.
I
Yeah.
didn't know. How do I get in on that?
You go to musicfest.org, right on the homepage. It's the first thing you see. You just click and enter. Have you ever been up to Nazareth to see the factory tour?
Of course I have.
So cool,
I
right?
own a lot of Martin guitars.
Nice.
It's really fun. They're great people too, and they fixed a few of my guitars, so
That is awesome.
Very
and
cool.
It's been cool. They've been down at the festival. They have a pop-up stage where they've been letting people test different guitars out. Of
Yeah.
course, they're the stage at Yingling Lagerplatz as well. And right across the way here at Familienplatz, they donated a whole bunch of guitar faces, the tops here, that didn't pass their quality control.
On the
so,
stage?
Yeah, no, over there, and we're painting them.
I saw those.
Yeah, that's
Those
what
are
that
really
is.
cool.
Isn't
I
that
wondered
awesome?
what that was.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's very
Yeah,
cool.
I got to play Martin ukulele yesterday at Lagerplatz.
Okay,
And it was really awesome.
Yeah.
It might be in my future.
That's very, very cool.
It was a really cool
Well,
instrument.
I know
so.
we have to let you go, so
I
you can get
know.
up there
Well-
and play at the festival. But thank you so much for coming down and
Thanks
starting
for
your day
having
with us.
me. Thanks. Come out to my show
Yeah.
and definitely on Sunday with the band. It'll be awesome.
Absolutely.
You'll be there, right?
I will be there. Hopefully you will too. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. We still have so much more to cover before the Music Fest kicks off at noon. Don't go anywhere. Of course, SEN is your
Nowhere.
exclusive home for live Music Fest coverage. I don't need to tell you that. You already know. But we will be right back here at Camp SEN in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. We got so much more Music Fest.
Hey, can I have your island noodles?
As if.
We are back live at Camp SEN. Of course, your home for live exclusive Music Fest coverage here on SEN. It is a picturesque, beautiful day in Bethlehem. So much going on today at the fest, including a sold-out show on the Wind Creek Steel stage with the Goo Goo Dolls and OAR. But of course, that's only part of the story because we've got 16 free stages today with amazing entertainment kicking off in earnest at noon. And we've got so much fun stuff going on at Music Fest this year, and I am thrilled to be joined by a representative of one of my favorite partners, PNC Bank,
Thank you.
Angela Mariotti.
Thank you, John.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am very well. I got dressed up for the occasion because we need to start by talking about Music Feast powered by PNC. It's your fault that they put me on TV and the internet eating so much.
It's true.
So if you're tired of seeing me, you can blame Ange. Jokes aside, though, it's been so fun working with you and the team to
Yes.
kind of promote some of the small businesses, the food vendors at the
Yes.
fest.
Definitely. I mean, that was originated during the pandemic. We wanted to really highlight some local food vendors and restaurants and really, do what we could to help, eat local. And it's become such a success. Who doesn't want to see John eating all day?
I mean, I'm very grateful for it. And I just think it's so cool that it came from such an awesome place of we were all coming together, struggling to figure out how to get through those tough times.
Yep.
And y'all stepped up and said, hey, we want to do something that directly helps the small businesses, the official vendors, and that just speaks to what you're all about at PNC, really.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. We wanted to really, really, really help the community as much as we could.
So, I mean, I get to eat and give my opinion about food. I ran into yesterday in the middle of filming Music Feast,
Yes, you
actually.
did.
I'm curious, what did you end up getting yesterday?
So I ended up with the Waffle Cabin
Okay.
with a delicious buttery waffle topped with amazing vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, and rainbow sprinkles. So really good.
I'm a little concerned about how well you just did that.
I
And
know.
I am wondering if I'm going to be the person doing Music Feast next year, or if it's going to be you in my stead.
Well, I mean, I can always come for a little
Little special guest?
celebrity guest.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Speaking of celebrities, and this is an awkward transition, but to me, the celebrity of the fest is that view up at PNC Stadtplatz.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible. For those that haven't been in person, maybe you saw Scythian on SEN last night. It's so cool how the stage up at City Hall overlooking South Mountain, there's no backdrop. So it's this amazing view. It's an intimate venue. And again, made possible by y'all at PNC.
Yeah, we were so thrilled last year to bring that, plots back, and it's a fan favorite. I mean, when I first saw it and that view, like you said, I mean, it's just one of my favorite spots at Musikfest.
Yeah, I think there are some like real hidden gem venues, and this is not news to any seasoned music fester, but you look at something like IBEW Local 375 Liederplatz in the Sunning Courtyard. It's this tucked away, sort of away from the hustle and bustle. PNC Stadtplatz, much, much bigger, of course, and the shows and the production up there, incredible, but it is tucked a little bit away at City Hall in between the library, so it's like a really chill vibe up there every night.
Yes.
And it's just such a great experience in the midst of all of the fest.
Definitely worth checking out if you haven't done so already, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm dying to know, are there any artists or bands that you have on your must-see list here for the rest of the festival?
Yeah, so I'm really thrilled. I will be going to Goo Goo Dolls.
Sold out Goo Goo Dolls show tonight.
Yeah, so good thing I got my ticket early enough, thanks to the app. I mean, it pushes the notifications, and I knew it was coming, and I was just so excited to hear that you guys had the Goo Goo Dolls. So I will be visiting there tonight, so looking forward to it.
Well, and what a great reminder. The Musikfest app, of course, also powered by PNC, right?
Yes.
It is a must-have. I could not work the festival without it. It tells me where I need to be when. Of course, you can make your own custom schedule,
Yes.
all that great stuff. And y'all have been supporting that for Lord knows how many years now,
Oh.
too, because it's so awesome, the support that you and all of our sponsors kind of bring to the festival.
Yeah, well, when you work with such great partners like yourself and Cassie, I mean, we're just so happy that we could be a part of it and bring new things, every year, every few years, just to help festers navigate the festival.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Ange, I can't thank you enough for coming down. I guess there's one last thing that the world absolutely needs to know. What are you going to have for lunch today?
Well, I am probably going to visit Cubano since I made an appearance during your
True.
latest.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll check that out. Who knows?
Cubano Express at Plaza Tropical.
Yep.
One of my all-time favorite Music Fest vendors. They have a little different menu this year. My favorite was the Cubano BLT. They didn't bring it back. They wanted to keep costs down because bacon is pretty pricey, right? So they've pivoted. They have so many new awesome items, but we tried their bowl yesterday, which
Excellent.
was like, it felt like I was holding 10 pounds of food, like definitely an incredible value buy. But they have rice and beans and vegetables, and you can
Awesome.
get like pork or chicken and different sauces, and I was a happy boy.
Well, I'm sold. That's where I'll be.
So yeah, check that out if you want to check that out too. You can find all of the Music Feast updates and all of the reviews that we can recommend at musicfest.org/feast. Of course, we're playing them here on SEN as well, and And I just really hope you're not coming for my Musikfest gig next year. Music Feast gig, rather. I hope that I get to at least co-host with you next year.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, don't go anywhere now that we've officially made you hungry. We do have more amazing Musikfest updates here before the music kicks off in full force at noon. As always, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned right here to SEN, and we will be back with the live preview show. It is the halfway point of the 40th Musikfest here live in Bethlehem at Wells Fargo Festplatz on the Camp SEN set. So much more festing to go. We are halfway, but we still have literally hundreds of performances and countless food to do over the next 5 days. Of course, all ending Sunday night with the epic fireworks display from our friends at Garden State Fireworks. But I'm John Lunger from Arts Quest, again live here on the preview show, and I'm joined by my coworker, my friend in Eagles fandom.
Go Birds.
For sure. Go Birds, of course. Obviously, go Birds. Corey Stevens, the volunteer programming manager at Arts Quest. Corey,
yes.
Thank you so much for stopping down. You are all over the festival, coordinating the thousands of volunteers, the people who literally make the festival happen. So we appreciate you being here.
Absolutely. I mean, it's the volunteers that get to do all the cool stuff.
Yeah.
I'm really just going around making sure everybody's okay. So they're the ones that really need to be thanked anytime you see somebody in a volunteer shirt.
Yeah, Musikfest, a volunteer-led organization from day one in 1984. And we actually have about a dozen folks who have volunteered all 40 years.
Absolutely. We do have 12 volunteers that have been here all 40 years. It was a hugely volunteer-run festival in 1984, and it wouldn't have happened without them, and that's still true today. If I didn't have volunteers, we wouldn't be able to open.
And it's such a great vibe. I mean, this is my 19th festival behind the scenes here, and every year I'm learning new stuff. It is incredible how they really do run the festival, you know, to build all the infrastructure. It's like building a city within the city for 11 days, and that is largely because of their expertise, their passion, and really the way they treat it like family.
Absolutely, and I think something that's really unique about Musikfest is that these are folks that are living throughout the community. It's employers in the area, it's church groups, it's folks that live in Bethlehem, live in Easton, live in Allentown, and so it's really a festival made by the community for the community, and I think that's so special about our volunteer program and the program that we're putting on here.
Well, and I love, too, hey, we're 40 years in now, too, so we're talking about 3, almost 4 generations of music festivals and festers, and you see that reflected so well in volunteers. It's so cool to see entire families, grandparents volunteering with their grandkids. It's wild. That stuff doesn't happen at like Lollapalooza, right? Like, it really is a beautiful expression of the love the community has for this city and this festival.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's cool when you can watch them pass things down to future generations. We do have a lot of volunteer families that come out and do it together. They always want to be in the same plot, same location, so that they can have fun throughout the day while helping Musikfest out.
That's so cool. We have 5 days left. If people are watching this and they want to lend a hand here with the 40th year, is there still time to do that?
There is absolutely still time. We always schedule volunteers right up until the last day of the festival. So if they want to go to www.artsquest.org/volunteer, there's an option right at the top of the page that says volunteer at Musikfest, and just let us know when you're available, and then we will schedule you for a shift. We are looking for a little bit of extra help on the last weekend.
Wow.
And we absolutely have other events coming up throughout the year as well.
Yeah, it's amazing how working the festival, you meet so many different people that you might not meet otherwise, and just year-round, to your point, going around, just living here in the Lehigh Valley, it's wild seeing volunteers year-round and just being so close with them, the friendships that you build, and it's just my absolute favorite part of the festival, and
Absolutely.
I can't say enough about it. If you've never done it, you have to try it. There are jobs all over the place, from the most fun job, pouring beer.
Yes.
If you've never volunteered to work in one of the beer tents at Musikfest, it will be the time of your life.
Absolutely. Working a beer truck, especially during those evening shifts when we've got some of those really raucous bands that everybody wants to come out and see, the time goes by super fast because you're just constantly slinging beers, and that's just such a fun experience for anybody who's looking to do it.
Yeah, it's so funny. From working at the main stage to helping sell beverages and pour beers and getting people around the festival, answering questions. Quite literally, this is the Volunteers Festival.
It really is. And they're also backstage. They're helping out at the office. It's just everything you can think of, a volunteer is helping in some capacity.
Well, and it's not just Musikfest either, because of course Arts Quest does year-round programming from Oktoberfest and Christkindlmarkt to the Levitt Pavilion. There is always something happening here in Bethlehem that volunteers are helping with.
Yeah, absolutely. There's never been a better time to join. We are looking for volunteer help for other programs throughout the year. We've got Sangria Fest in Upper Macungie coming up in September, Oktoberfest in October, and then of course everybody's favorite holiday favorite in November and December, Christkindlmarkt. So definitely looking for extra help at all of those different events, and each one bring their own specific kind of fun.
Yeah, of course, Christmas in the Christmas City, kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Last year, that amazing ice rink
Yes.
kicked off at Steel Stacks as part of that celebration.
Yeah.
And again, volunteers are helping to make that happen. Even the Frank Banco Alehouse Cinemas,
Yeah.
the 2-screen independent movie theater at the Arts Quest Center at Steel Stacks, even that, there are volunteers helping year-round with. And it's just so awesome to see.
Absolutely. Year-round opportunities at the cinema, and especially throughout the summer at our Levitt Pavilion summer concert series between May and September. It's great for any high school kids looking for community service hours.
Yeah, that's right.
The Bethlehem School District requires 60 hours to graduate, so I know you're looking for them, and we've got them.
That's awesome. And it's
Yeah.
artsquest.org, and if you click on the volunteer page there, not only can you learn about volunteering at this year's Musikfest, but to your point, it's got all of the opportunities there. Tell your kids, tell your grandkids that are looking for those community service hours that they're probably not going to find something more fun to do than volunteering at some of these amazing events. Corey, before we let you go and kick off the official start of the day, I'm dying to know, what have you been eating?
Oh, that's a great question. So I just had a Spartan Euro over here at Greek Street in Festplatz.
Nice. That's basically like the double cheeseburger of gyros.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I had everybody's favorite island noodles the other day.
Nice.
That's a great one for me because I can walk and eat at the same time, and I do a lot of walking at Musikfest.
How many miles do you think it is you track?
Honestly, I think I'm doing about 10 miles a day at this point.
Holy
Yeah.
cow. So
Yeah.
like you're looking at 100 to 110 miles by the end of
Pretty much,
this Sunday.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm tired just hearing that.
Got to make sure everybody's doing okay.
Yeah. Any last thoughts about volunteering, Musikfest in general?
I just can't thank our volunteers enough. I think it's so cool that they believe in what we're trying to do down here in Bethlehem, and that they've kept it going for 40 years, and that there are newer folks joining up that'll keep it going for 40 more. So please join the fun and let us know where you can help.
And to all of our volunteers out there watching, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for your time, your talent, your treasure, and for helping make this the best festival in the land for the last 40 years. That's it. That's all the time we have, because Musikfest is starting in mere moments. Thanks so much for tuning in. Of course, SEN, your exclusive home for live Musikfest coverage. Have an amazing Wednesday, Musikfest.